Hey guys, my name is Fabe and welcome back to another episode of the Dinosaur Mine. How are you guys doing today? It is a beautiful day, isn't it? The sun is shining, not only in-game but also in real life. It is Sunday for me. I've already had to go to the lab today on a Sunday afternoon, but I needed to prepare some stuff for Monday. Anyways, you guys probably want to see what I did since last episode. I did a little bit. I did actually quite a bit of work, but it doesn't look like much, I don't think. So let's go down here and check it out. So this is what you saw, I would say. I don't think I changed a lot of the station design. What I was working on this whole time was on the tunnel. And it took me a lot of resources. And I think I'm gonna go with this design. So we have these little air vents thingies. Not really vents, but kinda, I guess. What are they called? I don't have any on me right now. Let's check one out. They are called, animaled wall vents. So I don't want to have these blue arrows all the way. I just want to have it in the station. So when you come down, you immediately see, okay, if I get in this minecart, I go to the left. And if I go in this minecart, I go in this direction. I might put up some signs that actually say the next station. That might be kind of cool. But overall, I'm still very, very happy with this station. Some of you said the floor is a little bit too busy. I wouldn't agree with that necessarily. I really like how it looks. But yeah, I decided to go with these stones here. And I also, that is probably what took the most time. Not digging out this stuff, but developing the redstone mechanism that I want to use. It is completely figured out and tested in my creative world, and I'm really, really excited that I got it to work, because it is something that it's basically a problem. So let me explain to you the problem. What I want to have, I want minecarts standing here, being ready to go, and if you go in them, they should start driving. I mean, in 1.8, they change it so you can press forward. Or was it? I think they even have it in 1.6 already. When you press forward, you go on the booster track. But back in the days, you had to have a block behind the booster track so it propels you forward if you are standing still. And you can circumvent that by having it stop on a slope. So as soon as you power the rail and it's on a slope, it just starts going. That was the easy way, but it was ugly. I never wanted that. I always wanted to have a straight road line, and I wanted to have some way of starting the minecart up from a booster track without you having to do anything, and even working it for unoccupied minecarts. And I think I finally figured it out. We might take a look at that in one of the upcoming episodes. I still need to refine it just a tiny bit. And I'm thinking about doing a tutorial about that kind of stuff. The thing is, I mean, there are millions and millions of minecart stations out there. Well, not millions, but tens and tens of minecart station designs out there on YouTube that you can search for. And this is a very, very specific scenario that I couldn't solve so far, and I have never seen a video that solves exactly the scenario. You don't want to have a start or an endpoint station. You want to have a stop. So you come from somewhere, you stop, and then you move further when you want to. And you don't want to have any slopes or anything in there. And this is a very specific scenario. So I wasn't sure if I should do a tutorial on that, but I might. I mean, it could be fun, right? So I might do that. And it's also pretty compact. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And I'll just love how it actually works. But I'm going to show that to you some other time. I don't think I showed to you that I built the slopes on the other side now too. So I didn't want to use the half slabs on the sides. I decided to go with the slopes up and down. It's a little cleaner in my opinion. And I mean, I can jump. It's not a big deal. If I really want to, I can just jump up here. You know what I could even do? I could even place some ladders here so I can just walk up there. You wouldn't be able to see them from up here, I don't think. So I might consider that too. I'll have to think about it just a tiny bit more. But yeah, I built a tunnel. Quite a bit. It took me quite a bit of glowstone, lots of quartz, lab blocks, and lots of factory blocks, and I built it all the way up to this point. And here at the underwater tunnel, there are a few decisions that have to be made once again. So first of all, when there's only like one wide wall between the tunnels, I thought it would be way cooler to have glass in the middle so you can actually look over into the other tunnel. So I still have to do that. This tunnel is not as far as the other one because I kind of ran out of quartz again. I need to get some more from the lab, but it's pretty much the same style. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that last time. I decided to go with the sloped roofs all the way. Well, all the way except the minecart stations, because one of those saves me a block up there and a block up there. So basically it reduces the blocks that I use. That was the initial thought when I built it. But overall, I think this gives it a nice feeling. It makes it feel more like a tube, doesn't it? I think it's good this way. So I'll probably continue that style. But here things are gonna get interesting. So my initial plan was still having these rings out of rusted metal every 5 blocks in here, and I still want to do that. The question is, when do I want to start the glass? Because the thing is, there's still lots of sand and stone on the left here, but at the same time there's already some visible stuff on the roof, and on the other side is even a little bit more different. We already have like water here on the right, so quite a few blocks earlier than on this side. And for symmetry reasons, I thought I would either have to make this completely opaque with lab blocks and just have the same thing over here and have it both start in this side here. And then I thought I was going to have a slope like that to transition into the glass. But after fiddling around a little bit with it, I think... Wait. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Initially, I thought, okay, I'm gonna have these slopes, I'm gonna make that come out and have it go down here and make this all opaque. Then I thought, nah, it's not so important that it's symmetrical. It's more important that we can see as much of the water as possible. So I pulled it back again and have the slope right here. Shut up, ambulance! Come on, I'm recording a video here! Thank you. I don't even know if you could hear that, but it was right outside my window. Anyways, but now... Thank you! You probably heard that, that was even louder. Now that I built this one ring on this side already, I think I want to build the second one on this side too and make this all opaque again and make lab block designs here and cover that all up. And then have this ring basically open up to the water. So further outside. I'm gonna keep the same floor design throughout here. This is a whole lot of work, and this is not a project that's gonna be done soon. This is gonna be an ongoing project, and we might start some other projects in between. Because, yeah, this is only one station, and we haven't even connected up to the second one. And look at that. This tunnel size alone. It's crazy. It's gonna take a long time and a lot of resource gathering to get this all done. So, if you were already happy about using the subway station, probably not in the near future. We still have a lot of work to do. And, yeah, I don't know how much longer my motivation will be that high. Right now, I'm loving this project. I'm building on here every day, at least like an hour or so, just to keep it going. And to make some progress, because I really believe once this is done, it's gonna be really, really, really cool and really, really convenient, especially with the minecart system I have in mind. So my minecart system, how it's gonna work actually, I want to have one minecart at every station, and whenever you go into a minecart and here you move, at the same time, on the next station, a minecart is going to move. All the minecarts are going to move one station further, and then they're going to wait there again. This way, there's always going to be a minecart at every single station. That was my initial idea. I know some of you, well, one of you in a comment suggested to have, like, the minecarts moving all the time. So you have to wait a little bit and wait till the minecart comes and then jump on and move along. And I really liked that idea, especially for its realism. Because, I mean, if you're in a subway station, you usually have to wait for like 1 or 2 minutes. And then the subway comes by, you get in and it moves on, just like that. The problem with that is the minecarts would always be moving. And I'm afraid when I log out or unload the minecarts in some places, they are supposed to move on when they are reloaded. But since this is going to be a very, very big system, it's always going to be partially unloaded and partially loaded. And when that happens, minecarts in the loaded area can travel, while minecarts in the unloaded area are frozen. And this will eventually yield in like a clustering of the minecarts. They will all aggregate in one area. And we won't have an even distribution anymore. So that is the main reason why I don't think I can pull that idea off, although I really, really liked it. Another good suggestion I got in the comments was to give it more depth, have a 3D model for the rails. And you guys might have seen one of these new 3D modeled resource packs. They are really cool, and they are definitely awesome. The thing is, all that stuff was implemented in Minecraft 1.8, and we are still running on 1.7.10. So I don't know if there actually is something that tries to do it, but I'm pretty certain that the models were introduced in Minecraft 1.8. And I was searching real quick and I couldn't find a 3D modeled resource pack for 1.7, which is pretty much confirming my suspicion. So yeah, no 3D models yet, unfortunately. Well, no 3D models besides the one we get from the furniture, I would say. But you know what we can do today, I think? Let's get a name tag going. I'm kind of running low on name tags again, looking at this. And I also... Okay, one name tag. Because I still need to name our new mammoth friend. And already suggested the name. I already mentioned it last episode. It's going to be Manfred again. But this is the second. So I need to give him the number 2. Because we already had a Manfred and he vanished or died. Probably suffocated. A horrible death. So that's not nice. What we're also going to do today, besides naming a mammoth, we're going to get a friend. I mean, I've played for hours and hours and hours in this world now. And Manfred is still here. Oh, I used that one. Okay, then let's take the last one from the DNA freezer. There we go. I still have a couple more DNA, so we're still good. So we're gonna get another one. I'm really, really hoping for an albino one. You guys already suggested a couple of cool names. And, we'll see. If it's not gonna be an albino one, I think we're gonna go for a third mammoth. I don't know if I want to have more than 3 mammoths in here, in this enclosure. Wait, before we jump in there, let's keep an eye out for your mum. There's your mum. Hiding below the tree. Alright, let's make sure your mum doesn't see us. That never gets old for me. And a boop. Alright, you should be ready now. I have my Dinopedia on me so I can check on you. Yes, oh. Did your mum see me? I heard a move. Oh, there she is. Okay. Let's find Manfred a second. He is in one of these dangerous areas. This was the place where they probably suffocated before. But now, you shall officially be named... Wait, before we do that. Yep, full health. Manfred the second. Manny. How you doing, man? Nice to have you here, my friend. And I'm so glad that you are going to be our first survivor. You are the one who survives. You are beating the Ice Age and all the evil things. What I just noticed is, let me get... My eye for detail is bugging me right now because this was not grass. Yeah, way better, isn't it? Makes so much more sense to have grass up there. Alright, let's take a look at our pig again. We should have... Oh, is it up there? There's your mom. Don't get too close to your mom, my friend. She's gonna slay you. 25%. Alright, let me cut And I'm gonna be back if this pig gives birth to our second mammoth. Here we go, guys. 98. This pig is getting dangerously close to your Oh, there it is. Wait. That was kind of weird. It was already there and I could click on it. It was still at 99. Well, I guess we have a new friend in town. Hello. Are you a he or a she? I think it's hard to tell quite yet. We need to come back when it's a little bit more grown up and check that out. But he seems very healthy. Right now, we still have some brown fur, but we saw before that it can change when they are growing up and going through puberty. They might have a hair change, dye their hair. I heard a lot of human babies also go through that phase. Yeah, man, your mom is close. Okay, don't get too close to your mom. Stay with your mom, I would say. I mean, your mom, and that's your mom. He seems to like your mom. Alright, he's on his way, on his merry way. I hope he's gonna be alright. And I hope we'll grow up to be a strong and hopefully pretty pale mammoth. That's gonna be fun. Alright! Oh, you know what I should have tried? I never actually tried getting a mammoth embryo into a mammoth. I'm gonna try that next time. In case we don't get an albino yet, maybe even if we get an albino, I might try and actually have an original mammoth without any of the pig DNA involved. That might be very interesting. I mean, okay, it is an embryo that I inject into the pig, so there's no pig DNA involved at all. But there's like pig nutrients involved. That's the word. Because, yeah, the embryo gets all the nutrients from the pig instead of from a proper mammoth. And I don't know how it works if they drink milk or stuff. I would imagine they would because they are like mammals. And mammals usually drink milk from their mothers. Usually. I'm trying to think of an exception. I can't come up with one quite yet. But there probably is an exception to that rule. I mean, there's always an exception, right? We haven't checked on our other friends in a while, but I haven't heard any news. And since they are mostly unloaded, I don't think they grow a lot. Oh, wow! Look at these! I never noticed that! Let's get in there, that is crazy. So they got children. Lots of them, apparently. And the children's... Okay, are you hungry? No, you're fine, Dawn. Nice. Look at these guys, they don't have the stuff on their head, it's not orange yet. That is really, really cool, I like that feature a lot. So you can definitely see that they're not grown up yet. Well, did I just talk to Dawn? Are you not Dawn? Dawn? Oh, wait a second, what is up with that? So we got Dawn, 65 days old, a little hurt. And we got Dawn, 67 days old. Not hurt. There's some dark magic going on here. Do we have Dusk somewhere? Are you Dusk? Hello, don't walk away. No, you are untamed. What happened? I wonder. So look at all these small guys though. Man, you guys were busy, huh? Let's hope they can survive on their own. Yeah, we got Dawn. We got Dawn. And who are you, my friend? Do you have a name? You know what I think happened? I don't think Dawn replicated. I actually think the name kinda got screwed up. For some weird reason. Because they are both pretty old. I'm pretty sure Dawn was a little bit older, or that was Dusk a little bit older. I don't know, I have to watch an old video to see. But that is kind of crazy that they swapped names basically, or they copied the name from one dinosaur to another. That's definitely a glitch. 2 Dawns, huh? That's not fun. Funny enough, we actually observed something very similar on the timeshot server on Cow Island. I don't know if you guys remember, but Code and I, months ago, almost a year ago probably, we named some cows on an island. And over time, this one name replicated itself a lot, while the other name that we named in the beginning just vanished. So, pretty much one-to-one the same exact phenomenon, just with cows. I don't know if that is like a Minecraft bug now, or if it is a dinosaur mod bug. Because, I mean, it happened on a server, so it could always be that someone actually went there and named some new cows with the same name. You never know about that when you have people on a server. But here, I definitely didn't do it, and there's no one else who can get on this world, because it's a single-player world, not on any server. So that is very, very interesting to see. I gotta talk to Code about that. Alright, but nonetheless, I think all the others are doing just fine. Let's check on Houdini and his gang. You guys still okay? Not too hungry. How are you doing? You are Houdini, I would guess. Are you? No, you're not. You are not, and you are not hungry at all, man. You're doing well. I don't know where you get your food, but keep doing that. You are Houdini, yeah. He's also doing fine. We didn't ride on those in a while. Do we wanna ride? Oh, I need to whip, that's right. I don't have to whip here. Alright, maybe next time. But we haven't ridden on those guys in a long time. Okay, we checked on those guys, and now there's only the Deinonychus and the Allosaur that we haven't checked on in a while. Oh yeah, and the compies. Hashtag find the compy. We should get some more compies. We should have like a whole herd. Okay, I see one of them. I see both of them back there. They seem to do pretty well for themselves. We should definitely get more compies. I should worry about that. Because 2 compies are definitely too few. They usually are in a giant herd. Where are they? Hello. Hey guys, where are you? Oh, there's one. Oh yeah, that's right, I changed their color. Forgot about that already again. Oh, and there's a second one. Alright, they are still doing fine. We are having a good quota for right now. Do we want to go? Let's go in. Let's check our Allosaur. I still don't know if he's fully grown yet. Where is our friend? He was by the water last time. Yep, there he is. Still pretty small. Some people said he already is fully grown. I'm not too sure. He's only 4 days old. He might still grow a little bit. And I don't know if he gets aggroed, but we already discussed it. This enclosure, for some reason, is really simple, but it feels just really, really lush with all this grass around here and the trees. It gives it a nice feeling, doesn't it? Secret door. Identified. But yeah, this park, guys, I'm still loving it. I'm still loving every single bit of it. This is something we need to check out. So we're gonna build a staircase down. What level are we at? We are at level 71, so we have to go down 20 blocks from here, which is quite a bit. Should we build an elevator? I don't know if we could get an elevator to work with all these mods and shaders, because they are very, very sensitive to lag. But we might try it out. I think an elevator would be kind of cool. It would be kind of fitting to a subway station. Oh, talking about lag, I have good news. I ordered a new graphics card, and it should come to me within the next week. I'm gonna try to install it as soon as possible, and that actually might help us out with shaders. So we might be able to run even better, even more fancy shaders in the future without losing too many frames. At least that's the hopes I have, that the graphics card is responsible for our limitations here and not the CPU. But I guess we'll have to try and see if it works. So I'm excited for that, and I really, really hope it will make this world even more pleasant to play in. That's gonna be cool. But now I'm actually gonna take some quartz. Boop boop. Wait. 20? 20 works. I'm actually gonna take some iron as well. While I'm here, I'm gonna leave some iron ore. I'm gonna take some iron ingots. And I'm gonna go back to work on my favorite little subway tunnel. So we can make some progress, right? I think that's a good idea. That doesn't look too bad, does it? It looks a little weird, I guess, from this perspective. But I think we're gonna go with that. I'm still on the fence about putting the rings, the rusty metal plate rings, around the tunnel on its whole length. So for now, I just have it in the beginning. Can we take our shortcut still, or did I close it off? Totally did close it off. I really should fill in this hole though. Oh, before we go down there, let's take just one more look from this perspective over here. Like so. Yeah. The glass. I might get rid of that altogether. But you don't see it a lot. I mean, usually you just look over there in the middle of the enclosure, wherever a tank is. Look at all these squids spawning at the same time. Wherever tank is, I hope tank is gonna eat them all. He seems hungry. So you are not really able to see that a lot. I thought it would stick out a little further into the enclosure, but it's just a tiny bit. Just the first couple of blocks. So as you can see, I decided to make it symmetrical and to cover it all in laboratory blocks till the point where the ring starts again. I finished the whole tunnel, so on both sides all the way, and I also added some light blue stained glass here to connect the tunnels. I think it fits well. It's a nice color. We already established that light blue goes well with the theme with the arrows, and I think it also goes well over here, and it's kind of gives it another dimension to be able to see the other tunnel through the glass. I think I will leave them reinforced glass in here. There's no need to make it light blue. I have no way to the other tunnel anymore, but believe me when I say it's also finished as well. And I think this is kind of a cool look. I like that you see this whole frame basically when you go into the tunnel. And I'm still on the fence about this glass up there too. I thought it would be kind of cool to get a sneak peek and see the water above you on both sides. But at the same time, it might be easier to just... Hello, tank, how you doing? Might be easier to just fill it in with lab blocks. Same goes for the lighting. Either it's going to be very dark in this tunnel, or I'm going to have random glowstone lamps like in the ceiling of the glass. Which might also be a little bit weird. I'll have to figure something out. The other option would be just using glowstone dust on some carpenter's blocks. And then I would have to build the rings. I think I'm going to build the rings. So the next one would be over here, I believe. Do I have anything on me? Nope, nothing at all. Completely out of resources. So here would be another ring. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here would be another one. The only worry I have is that it will obstruct the view of the enclosure and of tank quite a bit. But there's no way around. You know what I should do? I should try it out, but not in tank's enclosure, because it's hard to build in tank's enclosure. Why don't I just try it out in Bob's enclosure? Because that's no trouble to do, because he's not gonna attack me when I touch water. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That should make things a lot easier. Just experiment around in here, and once I came up with a nice design, I can still move it over here. But that is something I'm gonna do off camera until next episode. Hopefully, if I have the time. And you guys will have to wait and see next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's. And I hope to see you all again in the next episode of the Dinosaur Mine. But until then, have a nice day. And seriously, guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.